Welcome to the Nail Engineer, and today we've got the lovely Tater Tot once more with her Babyboomers that she's been trialling. And these Babyboomers were a little bit controversial. There was some debate in the Gel Bottle Ink community. If you've seen the original video, you'll remember about using the white builder in a bottle as a base, which is this thing, which is much more weight than my GelPot French weight. So it makes for like a brighter look, and that's my only criticism of the GelPot French white, is it's a bit kind of like milky and you don't get the best Babyboomer, unless of course you're doing an extension. But this makes it perfect for overlay, where you need to keep it thin but you also need that pigment. So anywho, the official guidelines on the website do state that you can use either rubber base coat underneath GelPot, and we are wearing GelPot Nude number 5, which is like a kind of peachy beige nude, or that you can use a thin layer of any of the builder in the bottles. And there was some debate in the community that you shouldn't put hard gel on top of soft gel, that the builder in a bottle is not strong enough to do extensions with. Well, excuse me, but builder in a bottle is what the Gel Bottle Ink was actually built on. It was the only builder that existed in the beginning, and it was all that I used to do extensions, which were always lasting like 3 to 4 weeks. So now, yes, I totally agree that the new GelPot, being a hard gel, is a tougher product and is more suitable for longer extensions. But for an extension of this length, as it was when it went on, which you can see is, it's no more than half of the length of the nail bed, it's totally adequate. And because I've been using the product so long, I have the utmost confidence in its capabilities. So that's why I decided to make this one, to get the nice bright whiteness that you get with the builder in a bottle, and 2, to see how far you can really push this product to breaking point, like literally. So this is 3 weeks, well, it's 2 weeks and 6 and a bit days after the initial application. And if we have a look at the nails, this is Katie's non-dominant hand, and as you can see, we've got minimal issues. We've got maybe a little bit of lifting on that side, but if you look at all of the joints, these are all sculpts. We don't have any breaks at all, and we've got a little bit of lifting on the thumb, but everything is where you would really expect to see it on any set of nails, regardless, hard gel, soft gel, acrylic, whatever. Always you wear points at this level, and generally I would recommend a 2-week interval for sculpts of this length. So I've really pushed it further with it being practically 3 weeks. But everything is where you would expect it, right where you would expect it, just around the cuticle. And this one's a bit worse. And I must mention as well why I chose Katie. She is an account manager for a cosmetics company, so she spends a lot of time spraying perfume, and we all know that isopropyl alcohol, which is contained in perfume, and obviously all of the parabens, will break down your mani. So she's the perfect like heavy duty candidate. So the one nail that we have got a problem with, which if I zoom right in, maybe you can see it. Can you see that tiny little hairline crack just there? That's it. After 3 weeks of wear, this is like the weakest set of extensions that you're going to get, because also where it's at its thickest, the weak soak off gel is actually at the point where the sculpt meets the nail. So these are really worst case scenario nails. So you know that if it can stand up to this, you can have some confidence in the product. So all I'm going to do now is just strip back, do a little bit of infill, just so that you can see. There's no point in like talking through it an awful lot. You'll be able to see exactly what's happening. So we might as well put some nice music on it. But yeah, I think overall it's a pretty good success. So yay, well done GelPot doll. So we're all stripped down now, and I've taken away all of like any lift areas, and you can see here that this was the worst kind of like finger nail. And then you might have seen me in the sped up bit kind of grinding back and really making sure that I went beyond that crack. And what I'll be doing with this is popping a form on it and just sculpting that back out, just so that as it grows out it can stay nice and strong. You don't just want to kind of take the surface off and then hold what remains together with another layer. You really want to like strip back any of that weak point, because it'll just get worse and worse. It's like a ladder in your tights. So you're best off to save your client from having a nasty break, to just take away just beyond and then recreate it again. And as for this one and this one, you'll have seen that I was going in with the cuticle bit, and I was going behind the lift to create like a channel, and you can see that it comes off nice and cleanly. After you create the channel, you just kind of file in that channel and it comes away nice and cleanly without, again, kind of the lift laddering up the nail. So all we've done now is we've just had a little buff of the surface of the nail, cleaned down, and then I just take my Q-tip in my acetone, because that's all you need with the builder in a bottle. And since Tater Tot is actually having a colour all over, it doesn't really matter for us to like maintain the Babyboomer fade, but you'll be able to see when I come back at the end, having infilled, that this fade will still be there. If you put it on right in the first place, you'll get like kind of 2 to 3 manis out of it. Just by backfilling with your nude, you'll still continue to get that nice fade. So yeah, I don't need to worry about putting another kind of like white base on or anything like that. So I'm just going to be going in with a little bit of clear rubber base this time for her infill, because all we're putting on is Nude GelPot. And then that'll just be on the natural nail, just the bit of regrowth and whatnot. And then what I'll do is I'll refine the surface and show you what we've got at the end, but I won't be top coating the nails or anything because she's going to have a nice black sparkly colour on there. Kate is all infilled and repaired, and we basically have this buffed surface now ready to paint. But you can see the only nail that actually got any white builder on it was this one that needed to be repaired. So I built up, as you saw in the video, that missing corner, and it's absolutely rock solid now, no problems. And if you look at the underside, you can see, you can barely see actually. In fact, can you see? I can't see, so probably you can't see either. The join with the repair, which has been nicely smoothed out. And yeah, you can see that even just infilling with the nude builder, we've still got a lovely Babyboomer fade on there, which really comes out if you put your top coat on. Now, of course, I'm not going to cure this. I'm just going to be wiping this off because she's going to have a colour over. But there we go, just so that you at home can see how nice that is. And I dare say I could probably get another infill out of this and they'd still be serviceable Babyboomers. So since we just had regular lifting on all of the nails, maybe a little bit more heavy duty on these two that get a lot of hammer, and we had one crack on one nail only, I guess that makes this a 9 out of 10 at least for using gel bottle, builder in a bottle, as your base coat for your hard gel Nude GelPot extensions. It works! Hurrah! So I hope you found this useful. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.